Next, we'll take a look at our inventory items. Today we'll be focusing on cosmetic-specific items, and we'll be utilizing our lavender body lotion. So I'll click through to my lavender body lotion item, and like to point out a couple of things on our item record. The first is the item type. This is a manufactured item, and so it is listed as a finished good. We also can set up various component parts as well as sub-assemblies. Furthermore, we can utilize non-stock type items that allow us to keep track of things like labels or packaging that may not be a stock item in our inventory. Acumatica also allows us to create kits in a more light manufacturing environment. Acumatica supports multiple valuation methods, including standard, average, FIFO, and specific. We also can track various types of lot or serial numbers. Finally, Acumatica allows us to track multiple units of measure and create unit of measure conversions based upon the specific item. Next, on the manufacturing tab, we can set a default bill of materials. We'll drill into this bill of materials in just a moment. We can also set some MRP categories, such as default mark for production or purchase. We can set whether this item is make to order or make to stock. We also can set whether to include this item in our MRP generation. Underneath the replenishment section, we also can set things like safety stock, minimum and maximum order quantity, as well as a manufacturing lead time to help us make decisions about what to produce and what to order. Next, on our Attributes tab, Acumatica allows us to keep some custom information about the specific item. We've attached an image which can be printed on various reports and forms, as well as sent out to the website through our e-commerce integration. We also have set up some custom fields attributes. This specific one is a checkbox, whether or not the item is organic. We also have drop-down lists, date fields, and text fields that we can set for these various types of attributes. For instance, in this case, we're going to select the size of this item is 12 ounces. On our cross-reference tab, we can set multiple alias or alternate type items. We can select a customer part number and set a specific alternate ID for that customer. We also can select a global item number, maybe the item number we're going to utilize on our website. We can use a vendor part number as well as a barcode number if it's different from the item number itself. When we're on our inventory screen, we have various other actions and inquiries that we can review. For instance, I'm going to click on my inventory summary, which is going to take me out to an inquiry that gives me information about where this specific item is in my warehouse. I also can see how many I have on hand and available for shipment. Next, we'll go ahead and come back to the item, and we will drill into our specific bill of materials. Within the Acumatica bill of materials, we can track multiple revisions for any given bill of material. On our initial grid, we can set our various operations or steps to complete the bill of materials. Each operation will have a work center. We can drill into the work center to review some additional information, such as what warehouse that work center is located in, the basis for capacity, either by crews or machines. We also can determine by work center whether or not we want to backflush materials and labor. Each work center allows us to set multiple shifts, the crew size on that shift, and the calendar information, which gives us the hours that will be worked on that specific shift. We also can review by work center where the specific work center is used across many different bill of materials. Back on our bill of materials, we can set different time that we need to set up and run the specific operation. We can determine how many units can be completed in a given time, how many machine hours will be required, and how much time needs to be queued for setup. On the secondary grid, by operation, we'll see the various materials required to complete this operation. In this case, we're looking at an assembly operation, so we have multiple materials that are going to be required. Here we can set the quantity required as well as the unit cost. If we have any additional sub-assemblies that are a part of this specific bill of materials, we can set up a phantom bill of materials to occur before or after the bill of materials step has been completed. We also can determine at this level whether or not we're going to backflush materials at this specific work center. Over here on the Steps tab, we can list the various instructions that we want to communicate to our production crew on our actual production ticket. We also can set any tools or overhead required to complete this specific operation, and if any outside processes are required, where we can actually ship the item to a vendor. Next, we're going to actually produce the item.